going back to the book, the Prussians are superior to their enemies in constancy, since the officers who have no other profession nor other fortune to hope from except their arms animate themselves with ambition and a gallantry beyond all test. Because the soldier has a confidence in himself and because he makes it a point of honor to never give way. So we were working with a company doing an FTX training, so we're out in the field, and I was talking to them about cover and move. And I said, if you're walking while you're covering your field of fire, from a level of 1 to 10, how well can you do it? And, people are like, I don't know, 5, 6. Because when you're walking, you can't really, you got to look at where you're walking, you got to look at what everyone else is doing. You can't just look at your field of fire. You can't just look at your field of fire, which is where you're looking for threats. Yeah. I said, when you do cover and move and you stop and you get behind some cover and then your whole job is just to look, how good do you do, 1 to 10? And everyone's like, 10. And I said, yeah. And that's kind of the same thing here, where you get this guy, when you have people that their whole life is just dedicated to one thing, well, then they're going to do it good. Yeah. These Prussian officers who had nothing else going for them other than being in the military. Yeah. They're going to do a good job of it. That's why sometimes people ask me, should I start another job while I'm on active duty? And quite frankly, my answer is no. If you do, it's got to be so on the side that it doesn't interfere at all with your job as being in the military. Yeah. It's just too hard to balance two things. Can you give a little advice? Can you maybe set something up on the side? Yeah, but focus on what you're doing 100%. There's nothing else that I don't see that as working out very well. I say just focus on what you're doing. That's my opinion. Some people pull it off. I've never known anyone that pulled it off. Well, maybe I could think of some. Most people that had some kind of side gig going on, the military was their side gig too. Like they weren't just in the game.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like no, do your job. Yeah, do it well.
Yeah,
that doesn't go with if you're working for some corporation. Then you can pull it off, right? You can do something on the side.
Depends on the job, but I don't know. It seems like if you're the boss of let's say you had a team, right? Yeah. And they were like, they're, productivity and all this stuff. And then you find out one team member is basically splitting his time, I don't know, doing something else. It's kind of like, whoa, we're all over here trying to,
if it's interfering. But most jobs aren't 24 hours a day. That's not really even true. Yeah, you know what? I think you can pull it off. You can pull it off way easier in any other job than in the military. Yeah. You can have something going on the side. Yeah. Because the military is the job where it's like 24 hours a day.
Yeah. Are you saying in a combat scenario?
Or? No, I'm talking about just in general. Just in general. And I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of jobs when I work with companies, there's people they're doing 24 hours a day. They're in the game. Yeah. So if you're in one of those kind of jobs, don't get a side job.
And aren't there
or set yourself up properly that you can do it. It's hard to pull off, man. It's hard to pull off.
But aren't there jobs in the military that are pretty mellow?
There are.
Where you can come in, you can clock in,
right.
and
there are.
So I guess I
guess if you're doing that, maybe you can do it.
Yeah, you're thinking of like you're.
Yeah, but I'm also thinking about like guys in the SEAL teams.
Yeah, that's what
the guys in the SEAL teams that had some kind of side hustle going on were generally they weren't fully in the game. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Maybe there's some guys that I didn't even know about. Yeah. That did it. Yeah. But most people, like, hey, if you're out buying houses and flipping houses, you can kind of do that when you're in the military because you're doing some hard work on the weekends, and that's cool. Get a little rental property going. Hey, right on. Yeah, I did that.
Yeah,
but
I know. You guys
it wasn't. It literally interfered zero.
Yeah.
With my primary job, which was getting after.
Of course.